Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview, October 26th, 2016 on a Wednesday, hump day, middle of our trading week. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders coming to you from Thailand, currently 7:40 a.m. And that would be 20:40 on Wall Street on a Tuesday night. Traders, interesting charts today, I have to say. Oil is down below 50. We'll talk about that in just a moment. And, yeah, it should be a good trading day. Things are coming together, I have to say. All right, traders, let's get this legal stuff out of the way. We've got to get to the charts and all that good stuff. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risk and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets or any other financial markets. Traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Traders, please remember this is a game of money management and capital preservation. Live to trade another day. Please make sure your money management parameters are set and don't break your rules. Traders, my name is William Gilda and I am your host for the market opening preview series every single trading day, and it's supposed to be for the London Open. Traders, I do record this during the Asia session. Try to get up to YouTube as quick as possible. All right, yeah, Thailand, cloudy skies, rain since about 4 o'clock this morning. Yeah, it's it's rainy season, and we're feeling it. All right, traders, I'm a pullback trader. I like currency pair to make a move in the direction of the 10 and pull back to something, right? Confluence area, a good area of support or resistance depending on our direction, right? Once it pulls back, I'm looking for a candlestick formation that's going to tell me that there's a good possibility that say it's going short, the bulls are wearing out, and we just need to continue the trend. So we take a sell entry on that. So that's how I like to do it. I like using support, resistance. You know, I use levels. I have one platform. That's all I have on it, folks, is levels. Just need to know what price levels are going on. And remember, Forex repeats itself, and that's a really good thing. As we know, if price gets to a certain level, it will react, and that helps us, right? That's an advantage to us. I also listen to fundamentals. I know what's going on around the world. You have to have some knowledge, not a lot of knowledge, but some. Now, being I do what I do, I'm pretty entrenched in it. And I do listen to fundamentals with a different side now. You know, I used to be very negative about fundamentals. Now I'm pretty positive about it because it really gives us volatility. Remember, we need news. We need data because data makes the markets move, and that's what makes us pips. So it's real important that we do that. So anyhow, I take my fundamentals. I put out what's going on today, what times I got to worry about, and is anything going to affect a possible open position, or before I open a position, do I want to do that? So that's what fundamentals is all about. You take your fundamentals, you take your technicals, put them together, you come up with a trade plan. This trade plan, I basically just put alerts on my chart. It sends me an email, it beeps, it does everything, right? And I get the alert. At that point, I come back to my desk, see my charts, see my screens, make a decision. I'm going to enter the trade, or now do I need to wait? I do enter and exit trades on a 30-minute chart. I use a daily and a 4-hour for what's my bias of the currency pair. And I do analysis on a 2-hour and a 1-hour chart. I know it sounds confusing, but it's really not. All right, traders, let's get moving. News and commentary. What's going on? Let's take a look at some commodities here. Let's see what we got here. Gold is up. Actually, it's up to 1.27, 275, 1.275.40. Sorry, it's on another screen across the room. I couldn't see it quite. And oil is down to 49.35. Silver is still down there at 14.75. So oil is, like we talked about this earlier this week. I kept saying this has a really good chance of pulling this back, right? If oil breaks below 50 and closes, we have to watch that very closely. Usually, oil and gold move in opposite directions. So, gold was up 0.14% yesterday. Oil was down negative 1.22% yesterday. So, they're moving in opposite directions as we would expect. Okay, but oil is the thing to watch today as we move forward in our trading day. I think that's probably the biggest news of the day. Let's take a look at what's going on in the economic calendar today. Looks like we got some. What do we have? Anybody on holiday today? Nobody's on holiday today. We did have come out today out of the Aussie CPI quarter on quarter for Q3. So that is out. Folks, it looks like it is really a slow day until we get into New York. We have crude oil inventories as we do every Wednesday, and we have new home sales. They're expecting 600K. Previous was 609. A little downtick there. You got to worry if the last FOMC did that, right? Unemployment went up, hourly wage went down, right? So, you know, NFP did that last month, so we'll see how this happens here. That's about it, folks. That is about it as far as what's going on as far as data and stuff. And tomorrow we have tomorrow we have New Zealand medium impact trade balance, so we'll keep an eye on that. But we have some data coming out tomorrow, so we should have a good day tomorrow. Also, as we yeah, good stuff. Commentary, interesting charts. I think it's really fun now. We're getting close to this crazy election in the United States, and I do expect the markets to freeze up, and they are starting. I mean, I think the euros might have moved 50 pips in the last 3 days, so it hasn't really done very much. So, yeah. So, anyhow, let's get to the charts. And just keep your heads up, folks. I know this is a tough time. Listen, if you're having trouble trading, don't feel bad. So's a lot of other people, okay? So, including me, I took some hits this month. Yeah, I took some hits, big ones. Yeah, and my options, because the markets didn't do what William wanted them to do, right? So, it is what it is, and it's okay. We just keep our heads up, keep moving on, right? Just another opportunity down the road. Okay, let's take a look at some charts. Enough about that. This is the pound yen. In other words, called the beast. Now, I left this on it because we talked about this the other day, and look at this move it made yesterday. Remember, we wanted it to come up to that 127.77 area. What does it do? Bada bing, bada boom. This is a 1 hour chart. Down, she dumps underneath the 200 exponential moving average. Folks, if you got down and that candle closed below the 200, your stop should have been right below that 200. If it knocks you out, it knocks you out. But right? You don't want to be risking this to turn around on you. Now, if you didn't, you got lucky, right? It's now back on the downturn, and now it's time to take your sell trade. You know, I'd love for it to come back up to the 127.13 area. Don't know if that's going to happen, but I am willing to take this now to the downside, and this looks pretty healthy. I'd probably put a trend line if this last candle closes as a doji, and if it does, we'll just put a trend line and see if we can work a trend line trade. Maybe yeah. So we'll take a look at it as the day goes on. I don't think anything's going to happen in the next couple of hours, so we can go on. Let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. You know, what can I say on this 30-minute chart, folks? Nothing. This is nothing, right? So this is just nothing going on. Don't even look at it, right? We got to see moves. If charts don't move, don't look at it, right, my friends? Like, we don't want to trade this. This will get you beat up. This will make you lose capital. Do not trade this. This is just not tradable, okay? As a friend from years ago used to say, Johan used to say, it's a no trade zone. That's a no trade zone. So it's a no trade zone. Don't trade it. Okay, let's take a look at the Great British Pound US dollar. Yes, I did get a new chart. Thank you very much. And yeah, my platform wasn't registering. Wow, these birds are going nuts today, aren't they? Listen to that. I'm on the top floor of my condo, so they hang out like right above where my computers are at, and I have the doors open, so pretty loud today. Anyhow, this was the pound, right? This pound just dumped. Look at this, folks. This is what it's all about. You want to talk about the power of Fibonacci? Here you go. Comes down, closes below the 200 exponential moving average. That's your signal. Get in it. Next candle's red, boom. You're in. Comes all the way back down. Right, that red one just takes it all the way back down, goes even down all the way to the bottom right there, that 1.1285, and then heads back up again. Yeah, absolutely. Stick a fib immediately on that swing and see where it's going to go to, right? Now, me, I'm a chicken. I'll tell you right now, with that 38.2 and it did not make the reversal, I probably would have gotten out of the trade. That's me, right? Or I would scale out. Maybe 2/3 of my position I would just take off and let this baby do what it wants. And if I lose the others, it's okay. I put pips in the pip bag. That's what it's all about. Yeah, so yeah, the Great British Pound is doing what it's doing. We expect, this is bearish, folks. I don't see this getting bullish anytime soon. So just, Forex moves and stair steps. But these are some nice moves. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to see. We want to see currency pairs that are moving. These are tradable, right? These are moving. Volatility. Great stuff. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Not much going on with the Aussie dollar. Just pretty stagnant, A little move up, a little move down, but nothing like that I want to jump into. I do not want to buy the Aussie dollar, my friends. I'm bearish, right? Bias bearish on the Aussie. So we want this to close below the 200 exponential moving average. That's what it's all about. Look left of the chart. It just reacted to it so many times. So we want it to close below at 0.7620, 7629, 25, somewhere in there, and we'll take it to the downside. And we'll take it down to 0.7590. Again, this is a scale out move. This support, though, if you look left of the chart, has been hit quite a bit. This is an hourly chart, right? So this this support probably might give us a bounce there. So we'll get out before that, by the way. I would get out at like 75.70 or 75.80. Might get out before the support. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, I threw in the pound Swissy today. Why? Well, there's movement, right? This pound's moving, whether it's whatever it is, doesn't make a difference. It's fundamentals that, of course, moved it. You can tell by those big red candles. And, this is great. This is what we want. So we want to take this to the downside. And we're going to use the 200 exponential moving average, of course, as our resistance level. And we're going to wait for a close, which now I took this, well, this is probably now 45 minutes ago. So this is a 1 hour chart. So this is probably still the same candle. And looks like we might get it closed below the 200 is what we really want. And then I'd wait. I'm not going to jump in there. I'd probably wait at least another hour and then maybe jump in it. We'll get it at 1.2016. Like I said, when you got those, remember, those are zones, folks. When I give you price levels, they're zones. It's not to the pip. It's in that zone, right? So this 1.2020 would be 2025. You want to get out of this. You don't want to get that bounce. You can be away from your computer, and that thing can bounce 50 pips, right? You don't want to be around that. All right, let's take a look at our New Zealand dollar. And I put this on here today. And the only reason I put it on, I just wanted you to see this is what we don't want to be in, right? This is another no trade zone pair here, right? Yeah, sure. If we're going to trade it, we want to trade it with a close below the 200, 0.7148. We'll get out at 0.7083. Nice trade, right? But it's not moving. Nothing's going on. So what we're going to do here is close below the 200, then we can look for our trade. I don't like it. I'll be honest with you. I'd rather see this go up and then come back down. So there's a lot of junk left of the chart here. So I'm not really into getting into this trade right at the moment. So we'll just let it hang out and wait. It's probably not even on my watch list today, to be honest with you. All right, traders, that wraps up the 6 currency pairs for today. Thanks on behalf of myself, William Bill, and our great friends at FXCL. FXCL Excellence Trader. Thank you for joining me on Wednesday, October 26, 2016. Traders, brought to you through FXCL. Please come visit our website at fxcl.com for trading solutions. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at FXCL_1 on Twitter. And we do tweet what's going on during the London session. Traders, have a great trading day. Always remember to trade smart and traders, catch you about 24 hours now. Take care.